Welcome to this week's vlog. It's been another busy week for the NFU and all of your office holders. On Monday, Rachel hosted the chair of the Environment Agency, Alan Lovell, on farm in Herefordshire at Rob Davies. They were particularly looking at small-scale anaerobic digestion that they've got working down there from the resources produced on farm from the dairy unit. There was also conversations about dairy permitting and what alternative solutions could look like that don't involve permitting, and that the industry provides those solutions. It's really important that those conversations progress quickly before there's any recommendations made from Defra around permitting. David and I have been busy doing AGMs right the way across the country. It's been fantastic to see so many members at those meetings, and it's been great to hear your views. On Monday, Defra also published the Environment Improvement Plan. This is their plan for how they will be able to meet their legislated environmental targets, and clearly farming has a key role to play. Our response is clear. We need the same plan for food production. How will Defra prioritise food production within a strategy that risks taking land out of production to mitigate those environmental concerns while not prioritising food production? It's critical. Farmers are here ready to deliver the Environment Improvement Plan, but we need the similar plan for food production. On Tuesday, there was unexpectedly a vote on Resolution 50 of the Finance Bill. This is the resolution that deals with the inheritance tax proposals, and it was a great opportunity for MPs from all sides of the House to be able to show their discontent with the policy. After we'd found out from a source in Westminster at around lunchtime that this vote was likely to go ahead, the whole NFU machine sprung into action to try and get as many MPs contacted by their constituents as possible, particularly focusing on those Labour MPs in rural seats that have shown real concern about the policy over the past year, and that we needed to abstain within the vote to show to government that they were not supportive of the plans as they stand. There were around 30 Labour MPs that abstained on the vote, and it really is welcome that they could not show their support for the government, and abstaining on this vote was an important demonstration that they want to see further change to the policy because they recognise it's not fair as it stands today. There was also Marcus Campbell-Savers, the MP in Cumbria, who voted against the government. Now, Marcus has had the whip removed, and I know he's had a lot of contact from constituents and the wider farming industry across the country, thanking him for being principled and for standing up against something that he doesn't believe is correct. All of those MPs that have shown that they are not willing to support the government really do need the thanks of the farming industry at this time, because we will need them to show their support for farming again in the coming weeks. The second reading of the Finance Bill will take place in the Commons next week. Now, this is not an opportunity to amend the bill, and we expect that those Labour MPs will support the bill, and that is not the stage for them to show their discontent. We are still hoping that because of the size of the rebellion, the government will decide to re-look at some clauses within the policy and recognise themselves that they've got this wrong. That work is ongoing. We've got a lot of conversations taking place with Labour MPs and with ministers to try and get those changes to come into force. If not, the amendments will take place after Christmas. As we get closer to Christmas, I also just want to thank all of our turkey producers. I know that some of you have faced real challenges with avian influenza, but today is Buy My Turkey Day, and it's about celebrating how we get that turkey to the Christmas table and the role that farmers play in providing the Christmas meal. So thank you very much to everybody that's producing the Christmas turkeys. I also just want to talk about the NFU Energy calculator, which has gone up online. This is to try and calculate the changes in the standing charge and the impact that it's going to have on businesses. This data is absolutely essential as we try to build a picture of how much inflation is going to be driven within the food supply chain because of the changes to standing charges. And I would urge everyone to use that calculator that feels they are impacted by the proposals that are going to be put into place in the spring. And then finally, I want to reflect on our live lessons. We always say that NFU education is one of our best kept secrets, a very small team that do fantastic work trying to make sure that children understand where their food comes from. This week's festive lesson had over 82,000 students join it, the online lesson, from over 800 schools. It's another fantastic effort that's trying to get farming into schools and those children engaged with where their food comes from. Finally, I just want to take an opportunity to reflect. We all know that there are many challenges that farmers and farming is facing. But on a day like today, I've come to one of my favourite spots on the farm behind me. It's a fantastic view, and sometimes it is just important to remember why we enjoy what we do, and that we do have a fantastic environment to work in, that farming is responsible for delivering and looking after. I look forward to updating you all next week on further progress and how things are moving within those amendments. Thank you.